Today we've come down to the River Plym. I believe it's near kind of Dewerstone Woods area. Come here a couple of years ago and we headed up towards Dewerstone Rock, away from the river. This year we've decided to come back again and wander along the River Plym itself and just see what's a little further upstream. It's quite a nice river, quite a lot of rock formation within it, and I'm sure there'll be one or two images along the way. I've got this composition here just on the bridge over the River Plym, literally just a few minutes walk, a couple of seconds walk from the car park onto the footbridge across the river, and I've set the tripod up facing upstream where there's quite a lot of rock formation, and you've got these quite gnarly trees coming in. I've got those in the top of the frame, and obviously the river and all the boulders within it. I'm using a circular polarizer for two reasons. The first reason is just to try and cut down some of the glare off the water, and the second reason is it also slows down the shutter speed slightly, because I think it adds about a stop and a half a light. So with the circular polarizer on, it's given me an exposure ISO 100 f11 for 0.6 seconds, and I'll put that one up on the screen for you now. We've just been walking along the riverbank here, and I've come across this scene, the river and some boulders in the river, and there's some nice changing autumnal colours on the opposite riverbank. So I've got the image set up with the river kind of at a diagonal from the bottom left of frame coming in up to top right of frame, and a tree on the right hand side just framing that right hand side of the image. And I'm hoping that you can pick up the autumnal colours just on the opposite side of the riverbank here, and I will probably try the autumn effect, see how that comes out with this image, and I'll put that up on the screen for you now. Well, after spending this morning down at Dewerstone and River Plym, I did start to vlog it, but I don't know, I just was tired after carrying around all the camera gear all week. I just really wasn't feeling it, so I basically put the camera gear away and just enjoyed being there, which, you know, is important as the images most of the time. So I kind of stopped and appreciated where we were, had a bit more of a relaxing morning, and we've now driven from there up to Brentor, the church on the hill, and we're hoping to catch a sunset here. But as always, the weather may put a mocker on any kind of colour, but first time we've been here, and what a location. It's fantastic. You're right on top of a little hill, and you can see for miles around. It's just a beautiful, peaceful location to be, so any images that we get tonight will be a bonus. I've actually set up and taken an image. We've still got probably 2 hours before sunset yet, but it's quite a nice shot. I'm set up quite low to these rocks here. I've got a 0.9 3-stop soft grad to try and add a bit more atmosphere to the sky. The church is up in the upper thirds, and 2/3 of the image are the kind of rocks from which I'm shooting on. I've focused on a point of the rocks quite close to me and taken an image, and I've focused on the church itself and taken an image, and then I'll merge those two images together just to make sure that the image is nice and sharp front to back, and I'll put that on the screen for you now. I think the initial image was at ISO 100. Let me just check. ISO 100 f11 for 1/30th of a second, and I'll put that up on the screen for you now. The second image now, same composition, portrait orientation. I've actually dropped in a 10-stop filter along with the 3-stop soft grad, and it's given me an extended exposure time now, 20 seconds, just to try and smooth out the sky a little bit, and I'll put that up on the screen for you now. Well, as you can see, the sun is now setting. It's 8:03, and actual sunset is about 8:03? 18:03, 6:03, and sunset is about 6:15. The sun is setting on the horizon, and it's just poking through a break in the cloud. You've got this big bit of cloud here, a nice bit of clear sky, and the horizon line there. So we are getting some nice side light on the church here at Brentor. I've taken multiple images, multiple settings. I've focus stacked some, I haven't on others. I've used filters, etc, etc. I haven't vlogged every single image, but what I'll do is I will put a selection of my favourite images up and include the settings underneath the image. So I hope you like them. We are now just capturing the last of the sunlight here at Brentor. It's been absolutely fantastic. The light wasn't perfect, but we had a few breaks in the clouds which allowed some colour to come through and just lick the side of Brentor Church. And as you can see now, the sky is just starting to light up a little bit, and hopefully we might even get a little bit of afterglow once the sun goes down. But what a way to spend an evening. Well, clearly I'm still not used to the microphones. Clearly I've forgotten to turn it back on again, but I think what I was saying was it's been an absolutely fantastic evening, a great location. If you're in the area, it's well worth visiting. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like and share, and if you enjoyed the content, I'd much appreciate it if you subscribed. But until next time, thanks very much and see you again soon.